Everyone. All right, well, another green day, 14th consecutive green day in a row. Don't worry about my face. A little accident over the weekend. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it. I left this on my head for too long earlier today without realizing it. This could be a tough day at work tomorrow. Green day, that's what counts. $783 of profit. Today's a day where I feel a little bit of FOMO, you know? Even me doing this as long as I've done it, I get FOMO. I had MBOT on watch, pre-market, was watching it. It was already up 80%. Well, you know what? I was watching it like $4.50. As of doing this video right now, well, it's hit a high of over $7. I only made 400 bucks on it. So I feel FOMO. I'm like, I missed a couple of great opportunities. I'm glad I'm green on it, but you know, it makes me want to get back in. And the important thing to remember is that a trait among every consistent trader out there is that they know when to walk away. If they're feeling a little FOMO, they're feeling a little frustrated, if they're green, they know when to walk away. Being green $800 is a great day. Is it my daily goal? No. Would I like to be up 5,000 or 10,000? Sure. But being green is good, and once you come to the end of that time where you usually do your best, for me it's 10:30. By 10:30, I take what I've got and I walk away. You've got to know that about yourself. It doesn't matter, you know, what you do. If you're like a trader, you're like an athlete. You know, if you're an athlete, let's say, and you're a basketball player, and you know you play the best when you play for, I don't know, 15 minutes or 20 minutes. And if you start playing past that, you're more likely to make mistakes. You're more likely to get hurt. It's not worth pushing it, right? You know your window of peak performance. You work within that. And, you know, if you could have scored a three-point shot, if you kept going, that's all the what ifs. You can't get into that. You just got to take the money, do your thing, and walk away. So today I'm going to walk away with profit, walk away green. 14th consecutive green day on January 14th. I can feel good about that. And we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning. We're going to keep it going, try to go for day 15 of the hot streak. Best hot streak of all time was 56 consecutive days. So I'm really like at the very beginning of, you know, hot streaks as far as that's concerned, but let's go for day 15. All right, back at it first thing tomorrow morning. As usual, any questions, any comments, leave them below, and we'll answer them later this afternoon. All right, everyone. So we're going to do our midday market recap here, go over the trades from this morning. Today is going to be the 14th consecutive green day, finishing up $783.39, which is good. I'm looking for my pen so I can write down my gains today. I see ABAC hitting the scanner right now. I'll take a peek at that. I guess the problem on this one is that, you know, when you see something jump up on the scanner like that, that's approaching the 200 moving average at $1.88, and that's going to be a resistance point. So probably leave it alone. MBOT, this has been a big mover today. It's up 122% right now. You know, we did fairly well on this one. I wasn't overly aggressive on it, but I did make I made $383 on MBOT. So the two I traded today, HYRE, MBOT. So I'll put them both there so you can see them. Those of you guys watching on Facebook, let me turn this around so you can see the daily gains. There we go, $783 in the IRA. So we'll be up over $37,000 tomorrow. Goal is to get this account to $50,000 as quick as I can. No trades in my main account today. You know, I just didn't really have the need to trade in the main account. You know, at this point, I would only trade in the main account if I wanted to take a trade on something and I didn't have enough buying power in the IRA, but I didn't want to be as aggressive as that on anything I was looking at this morning. So let's go over the gap scanners this morning. Today, Monday morning, started the same as any other Monday, looking at our gap scan. Now, I'm going to go and right click, use historical date, and go down to 9/25. Those of you guys watching on Facebook, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll upload the video of my screencast on the YouTube channel, so you guys can go check that out. All right, so let's see. Leading gapper this morning, MBOT, gapping up 79% this morning at $4.30. It's currently at $5.30 or close to. So this one has been doing pretty well today. When I was watching it pre-market, I really wasn't super confident. I'll show you the pre-market chart on this. So this had made a pretty big move, but right into the open, it ended up squeezing and then dropping down. So by the time the bell rang, you know, it was kind of just a broken pattern. It dropped down and then it started to surge back up right here. You know, and at that point, obviously was better, but it wasn't a very clean open. So I was a little disappointed with that. You can see there, leading gapper. So up $4.30 pre-market, 80% gap, 2.46 million share float, 600,000 shares of pre-market volume, with a catalyst right down here. There was the news. So that's what we like to see. I mean, all of that is great, but yeah, by the time the bell was ringing, just the pattern wasn't quite right. So if I look at the 1 minute chart on this, you'll see how it opened high and then just sold off. It squeezed up here 450. It ended up breaking this little pattern here from 450 and popping all the way up to 474. And that's where I ended up taking my first trade on it. First trade was, let's see, MBOT in at 72 and 76, scalping the break here over the high of this candle. It hit a high of 84. I only made a couple of cents per share on it, 77, 76. Out the rest at 70. So on that first trade, I only made like $90. And then I got back in it right here at 75. This was at 952. So I got back in right here for the break over the highs, hit a high of 85, grind up to 90, but wasn't easy on that one. I made, I guess, I don't know, 300, well, let's see, 6,000 shares. Yeah, I made about $300 on that one. So that put me up 383 on MBOT. So, you know, a couple small trades, trying to trade these breakouts, but it was kind of tricky. I was watching it here, but wasn't sure I really trusted it. Ended up squeezing nicely there, doing a 1 minute micro pullback, going up further. That was right there, the cleanest move of the entire morning. And of course I missed it. So that's the luck of the draw. It is what it is, but made some money on it, so that's good. And the other one was HYRE. Continuation from the move on Friday. So Friday, this one was strong, made this big move up. Pre-market, no volume. The bell rings, it starts to squeeze up. I end up buying the first 1 minute micro pullback. So you can see right here, we have the first 1 minute candle getting ready to make a new high, which was at 43. I jumped in this one at 44 and 44. In with 6,000 shares, selling at 49 and 44. Target was that it would break over the highs. It only hit a high of 52 and then came back down. Then I got back in it right here as it broke over 55 a second time, 455. Hit a high of 464, up only 9 cents. Didn't hold that level, so a small trade there, 55 in, 61.59 out. So $399 on that one. You know, 4 trades, 4 winners. I could be happy with that, but today, you know, we didn't see any home run trades. These were just base hits. However, I can do well with base hits. You know, I can do really well with them, and I'm fine with that. So I lost my pen here. I really want to write in my calendar my daily gain. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. All right, so today is the 14th consecutive green day. It is also January 14th. All right, so that's cool. 14th consecutive green day plus $783.39. All right, there we go. It's official. It's in the calendar. Today is my 9th day of 2019, and you know, we're making some good progress. Last week was a great week. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. Ended up making, I don't know, around $15,000, something like that. You know, we're in a little bit of a hot streak. Remember, guys, the market is going to be closed next Monday for Martin Luther King Day. So we're going to have a day off next Monday. But other than that, we've got a full week here this week. Next week, we'll have Tuesday through Friday. The week after, regular week. So we're going to try to really, put the pedal to the metal and make some money here in January. This is all about building the cushion for, ultimately the rest of the year. I mean, that's, that's kind of the goal of January, to try to build that cushion a little bit. I'm not going to have probably the gains that I had last year in January. But one of the things that I'd remind you guys of is the fact that the market, for me, has never been seasonal. It's not seasonally, there's some seasonality, but generally it's more cyclical, where we have hot cycles and cold cycles, and those don't flow relative to the calendar year. We can have a really, really hot summer, and then the next summer can be really, really slow. We can have an amazing December and January, and then the next year, December and January are slow. So, it's just kind of more of this hot and cold cycle, this ebb and flow that we see. And, right now the market is, pretty hot. I'm doing pretty well. I'm not having $10,000 days, but, making 700 today, 800 is good. Having a couple of, bigger days here and there has been decent. And so it's kind of grinding on smaller numbers, waiting for things to really open up. I think what we ultimately are going to need is a stock that goes parabolic, a stock that goes from $4 to, $50 over the course of a couple days. When we have something like that, it's going to, really give us some opportunity. And it's been a while since we had something go really, really crazy. We've had a couple of good moves, but nothing like crazy that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. I'm going to remember DRYS forever. I'm going to remember LFIN forever. Those are a couple that were just so crazy, you'll not forget them. And so we haven't had one of those in like a year. Now, we had some good moves in 2018, but off the top of my head, I can't even really think of them. So, YECO, that ended up being good. I guess they got delisted. PLAG, there were some good ones. That was a nice move there. PLAG from $4 to $12. So we need a couple stocks like that to really get people excited, to bring kind of some of the emotion back into the market. We really thrive on that. It's volatility. The market is a reflection of emotion. It really is. Fear and greed. And when those emotions run high, that's when things start to get really crazy. So, we, right now just kind of have to tread water a little bit, take the gains when you can get them, not be overly aggressive, I don't think, at the moment. And that's kind of okay. I'm building up this IRA. I want to get it up to $50,000 as quick as I can. That'll allow me to start taking 10,000 share positions of, $4 and $5 stocks. Ultimately, I want to have enough buying power to take 15,000 shares, but 15,000 shares of a $5 stock is $75,000. So I'm a ways off of that level, but that's what the regular account's for. So I can kind of go back and forth. I can trade in both accounts as needed. Today, it didn't end up trading at all in the main account. I did get buying power rejected on one trade right here. Cannot exceed buying power. Yeah, I guess I got it on a couple of them, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It didn't really stop me from trading. I just couldn't take quite as much size. So anyways, that's about it for me here. Kind of a little bit of a slow start to the week, but that's all right. It's, let's see, 10:38. I've got a Inner Circle one-on-one session at 11 a.m. So I'm going to switch gears and get ready for that. Those of you guys who don't know, we revamped the Inner Circle at the end of last year. So our Inner Circle, we used to do these in-person seminars, these really big events. We did them in Disney and in Las Vegas and in New York City. And the feedback that we got from students at those events was that they were great, but what they really wanted was one-on-one time. They really wanted to be able to have a session where they sat down and talked with me, or talked with Mike, or talked with Selena, or any of our other students or instructors. And so we decided, okay, well, how can we give those students what they want? And the reality was, from our perspective, hosting those events were, that was what we thought was going to be the big benefit of being in the inner circle, having these in-person events. But they were very time consuming to plan and very expensive to run. And so, the feedback was, well, the inner circle events are nice, but what we really want are one-on-one sessions. So we revamped the inner circle. We've changed it around a little bit, and now inner circle students get a whole year of access to the Warrior Pro, plus they get 10 one-on-one mentor sessions with me and the rest of the team of traders. And if they want to add more mentor sessions, they can add more mentor sessions. So we've restructured a little bit, and it's been really popular. So it's keeping me busy, and I'm going to switch gears on that and get ready for my first session. MBOT, man, another big breakout. I don't know. I'm impressed. I wouldn't have expected on this pattern, after a false breakout here, that all of a sudden it would go from 39 up to 620. But now it's up 160% on the day. I don't know. That's 11 million shares of volume. The problem is it gets a little hard to trade these when they get that unpredictable. In any case, green is good. If you captured any profit on it, it's good, and live to trade another day. We'll see what it does later this afternoon, or get back at it tomorrow. So anyways, so just wanted to update you guys on the new inner circle. We've changed it around a little bit. So we're not hosting the in-person seminars anymore. We're doing Warrior Pro access plus one-on-one mentoring. So later this week, I'm going to host a workshop where, as we sort of are getting, the year started, I want to bring on a good group of inner circle students that I can work with here in 2019. Have a really good year for you guys. So we're going to bring on a group of students. We'll do a workshop on Thursday for that. So stay tuned for that. I'll post a link about that later, maybe tomorrow. All right, everyone. So that's it for me. I'm going to switch gears, and I'll see you all first thing tomorrow morning. And good luck on MBOT if you decide to keep trading it, but make sure you don't overstay your welcome. One of the biggest traits of a winning trader is that they know when to take the money and walk away. All right, so I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow. Bye, everyone. If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video. So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.